It's looking bullish, like it's going to take those top levels, to be honest. See what happens. Alright, let's announce the live. And we're live, so come join. We've got a position lined up on EU. GU has been crazy this morning. EU is probably following suit. I've just turned the live on, so I'll drop the link here. Come on inside, see what we do today, catch any trades that we get, and make some money when we're making money. Come join. Post that. Position lined up on EU. GU has been crazy this morning. EU is probably following suit. I've just turned the live on, so I'll drop the link here. Come on inside, see what we do today, catch any trades that we get, and make some money when we're making money. Come join. We've got a position lined up on EU. G. And we're live, so come join. We've got a position lined up on EU. GU has been crazy this morning. EU is probably following suit. I've just turned the live on, so I'll drop the link here. Come on inside, see what we do today, catch any trades that we get, and make some money when we're making money. And we're live, so come join. We've got a position line.
Came up with the
Get this on now. So what you want to see, low to high, something like that. May look better on a 5-minute view. So that is is that 96 the low? So low's at 96, couple ticks below. Could have a higher TP because I feel like we're going to wipe out this liquidity above here that the market seems to be searching for. Entries at 35, stop, yeah, okay, that's all good. TP looking good. I'll wait on that. Let's get MT5 loaded up. EU on the 1 minute. This is .1 pips. Spread on is EU right? Yeah, spread on EU 2 ticks, 3 ticks today. Okay. Let's add that on. EU 4.4. $45 lots. We're gonna need. Okay, that's not bad. We can target this previous high, this TP2 instead. Put my ray on. TP2, get rid of that. And then could even go for a TP3 on this one, since we're entering nice and early, and there's some other levels up here that we kind of want to see taken out. I'll not go too greedy, I'll go for that one, like that. Extend this. And then we'll call that one TP3. Bit of a weird way of doing the TPs, I know, but you see what I've done. Let's bring that back down to there. I'm happy with that. Who we got in the live? Who's watching? Drop a message. What's everyone saying today? I had an issue yesterday with the live chat actually, so let me load up my computer and just watch the live myself and look in the comments. That seemed to work yesterday. chat, join the conversation. Don't seem to want to work. There we go. Morning, bro. Yeah, I see it now. All good. You're just taking some time. How you doing, bro? So this morning on GU, we had this fucking piece of shit candle that basically just took out the Asian high and low like in one candle. Show some volatility. The markets are volatile this morning. The way you sort of see that is you've got higher highs printing but then lower lows printing. We saw this on gold. I took a stop loss on gold this morning on one of my algo strategies. So if I load up gold, this is kind of textbook volatility. If I show you, so go down on the 1 minute. You had this move here where you've got highs getting higher and then you've got like lows getting lower. So this is what we call like a megaphone pattern at this stage, because you've just got highs getting higher, lows getting lower, so it looks like a megaphone. So that's the megaphone pattern, and what that tells you is you've just got like change of character lower, change of character higher. It's just volatility. So yeah, we've got news coming later, and the market's just trying to price that in, and you're going wild. You've got orders coming in, some big orders coming in. Let's get this back on cable. But we've got a nice setup on EU coming. So on EU, like I said, this was too short to keep looking for entries. So we plotted this trend line that we were waiting to break. Did break, which is good for us, because this is now the corrective move that we're looking for, this corrective structure. What we want is this to break to the downside and then either form some substructure there like that breaks. That's confirmation that the downtrend's carrying on, and then we look to trade that further down. Or you have another structure like that underneath, which is a substructure, and then once that breaks, that's when we're trading lower. EMA for intraday, pretty simple. I've got this one on called SMA by KGS, and when you first load that up, it plots like all of these at once, and it looks wild, but just turn them all off. Just have EMA only, that's all you need. And then I just have EMA 1 and EMA 2 as 50 and 100, and then you can just choose which of them you want on, like that. Pretty simple. When I'm on the 2 minute time frame with the 50 EMA on, like that, all I'm doing is looking at the 100 EMA on the 1 minute time frame. Notice how that's the exact same line, but it's an easier way of looking at it on the 2 minute with the 50. And then same goes for the 5 minute and the 10 minute. The 50 and the 100 EMA, instead of having to like switch between them all the time and changing shit like 24/7, you can just use these time frames that are doubles of one another to look at the same line without having to go in and fucking do that every time. So there's what we're looking at. This order block, so we had this fair value gap on EU. That's been filled in. This order block's now been filled in. So now what we're looking for is these highs. The market is trying to seek these highs to wipe those out, generate liquidity. Whether that then pushes the market lower like we want, that's good. Or whether, you know, the market keeps pushing higher. It's not good for us on the day trade, but on the intraday we can take advantage of that. So that idea that we've just mentioned there about price taking these highs to go lower, or price taking highs to actually push higher, which is what we're looking at intraday at the moment. You can see that price is still bullish. Although the sell idea is there on the swing trade, intraday we're looking at a push up on EU. So either way, when we're on like the 1 minutes and the 5 minutes, we're looking for this higher high, higher low structure to push higher and make money from the intraday push higher. So yeah, my TP3, so usually you see I do TP1, TP2 with this strategy. Because I feel like these are the targets of the move today, these previous highs, I'm going to set this as my TP3, and then instead of doing 50% at TP1, 50% at TP2, I'll do 50% TP1, 25%, 25%, and try get a little bit extra, try squeeze a little bit extra out of this move today, get 3.7. So EMA is valid. We had previous rejection, breakout, previous support. Now we're looking for that to sort of act as a confluence with wave theory, with fib levels. Wait for some candlestick confirmation, and that's a valid trade if it comes down to that level. Yes, Lewis, how's it going, bro? What are you looking at on the charts today? I'm just going to wait for this to play out at the moment. There's nothing else really taking my eye. Pound's following the same logic. Looks like EU's a little bit further ahead in this move. EU's a lot stable at the moment as well because we had the pound CPI. Not quite had the double EMA tap like we have on the euro either. So euro's my favourite one out of these two. Right, so it looks like that high is breaking higher. See if it pushes through, if it's just a wick. GU's broken higher anyway. Confirms a bullish scenario at least. Just need an entry, don't we? Could trade GU now that we've got this. GU would be something like this. That's your TP1. And I'd probably go as far as saying that as your TP2. Could have it as the TP3 to be fair. Of the usual TP2. Have that as a TP3. Bit more sensible. I like it. Let's switch to GU. Better trade as well, better RR. So 4.4 on GU. 4 tick spread. Is that going to go higher? No, 4 ticks. Cool. Let's price that up. $42 lots. Again. Need that retrace and confirm. So far the other moves have retraced. 38.2. $61.8. Try grab a 61 or a 71 on this. It's leaving behind fair value. So this on EU looked to just be a wick, didn't really break that high. You'd have to reline that. TP1 would be there. I'm not going to take both of these, by the way, I just take one. GU looks to be a better trade. Are we falling? So what we want to do here, we don't just want to blindly make a limit order or blindly market execute that. You want to wait for like a confirmation candle, maybe 2 1-minute confirmations, or just a singular 1 minute, depending how strong it is. If we have something like this pin bar / hammer, yeah, that's strong enough. If it's like a shitty little spinning top, not strong enough. We've marked it up, 4.5 pip stop loss. Spread on GU at the minute for me on my account is like 4 ticks on Alpha Capital. 40 lots I need to enter. And I've got 3 TPs. So I'll do a 20, a 10 and a 10. Should probably get my levels ready. See that's a pretty shitty confirmation candle. Like you could argue that's a hammer, but it's a bit shit, innit? Like not really. If it was green then yeah maybe, but it's a red one, so no. If this tweezer bottoms, I might accept it. Let's get the chart ready. GU 1 minute. See, that ain't a bad little bullish engulfing over them previous two, you know. Rejecting off this 61. That might be enough for me to get an entry. Think about it. I think so. I think that does it. Limit order, let's go. We're buying into the market, so we need to add our spread on. At the minute, oh, it's gone up 5 ticks, 6 ticks. Let me put that on my position. Now we need 39 lots. Alright, let's do the maths on that. 39 divided by 2, 19.5. Cool. Let's go. GU limit. 19.5. Entry. Add 6 ticks. It's not quite a 6 to be fair. Call it 5. Call it 5 ticks. That was my entry. Stop. That would be selling out, so no spread. TP1. Again, selling out, so no spread. When you're placing your spreads, if you're buying into the position, you add your spreads on. If you're selling out of the position, no spreads needed, because what's quoted is the sell price. Right, okay, next one. Entry. And then what's half of 19.5? 9.75. 9.75. We don't want market, we want limit. 9.75. Put my spread on, stop, put my TP on after, and then last one, let's do that again, new order, pending, buy limit, 9.75, paste that on, entry, cool. Right, so we've got our limit entry set. I've not actually put the stops on yet. I want to see if it actually comes down and enters that or not. Let me send that out to the group. Can you install a buy limit? That is a 4.6. Entry. There. Stop loss. There. TP3. There. TP1. There. TP2. There. Bang. Right, okay. Now we just wait to see if that hits. If not, we'll reanalyze. It's pushing higher. We're not in yet. This one almost wicked that EU entry that we had. Chose to go for GU instead though. GUs came down to the 61.8, not quite 71. Might not, it might just keep pushing higher. Might just hit the 61 again, it's pretty bullish. So what we'll do That's pretty tight, to be fair. That one's not as tight. What we can do in this scenario is look to enter off of that with our stop below that by some margin. No, more than that, I think. How much do we want to add on? 4 pips too much? Yeah, that's too much. Let's add 3 pips. Still too much. 2.5. Two. It's alright. I might change to this. Moving pretty bullish. Although 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 could need that ABC. Could need that ABC correction down. Yeah. Looking on the 2 minute. Sweep that low from all the early buyers. The EU play looks pretty decent, to be fair, if we went back to that one. GU might just be too strong. Fuck it, I might just go back to the EU. Don't know if that'll hit. GU's pretty strong. EU's a bit more balanced. Could take both. I might take both. 4.5. EU is 2 tick at the moment. EU 2 tick, yeah. 4.6. We need 43 lots. Maybe I don't take both. Wait for another rejection before we do that. Let's line it up though, just in case. So EU 4.6, 43 lots. See how this reacts. That's not a good 1 minute candle. So I'm not in this at the moment. I'm just waiting to see the reaction on the 1 minute as we approach our zone. I mean, the EMA has been ploughed through that we're looking at. It's really going off the 5 minute now. So we need to see that 5 minute candle. I mean, that looks good. Don't know if I have the leverage to open both of these, to be honest. I'm on a swing account. Let's see this candle, then we'll decide if we want to take this one as well. What I need is a 5 minute candle like this, so something that wicks through the EMA, through the zone, but closes above it on the 5 minute. If it closes like that, then I'll look to take the trade when it retests that 71. GU I'm fearing might go without us because it's very bullish, but we're looking for that to hit the 71 as well. We've got a limit order on this already, so if that taps the level, then we're in. We already had the confirmations on GU in the form of this bullish engulfing candle wiping out those two from the level. That was the initial reaction. You can see the initial push. That's our confirmation that price is bullish at the zone, so we're just waiting on it to tap us in. EU, the reason it's not the same is because we've now had this bearish engulfing bringing price back down, which is not what you want to see before entering along. So we're just waiting for an extra new confirmation now. And we're looking at this on the 5 minute, so we want to see that on the same magnitude as the 5 minute. That's a tricky one because it is wicking through, but it's still quite a bearish hammer. It is thinking about it. It's going sideways, isn't it? I might just wait for GU and not take this. Already got my GU limits on down here. I'm just debating whether EU is a long. Doesn't look like it to me. But see how this 5 minute candle finishes. EU's kind of got 2 minutes to redeem itself still. Might change that and widen the stop. EU just doesn't look clean. That's the thing. Just doesn't look clean. GU is kind of clean there. EU's a little bit too messy, I feel like. I am on in the EU. No, I'm not on in the EU. I'm waiting for confirmation. I'm not in the EU. I'm waiting on this GU to tag in on this buy limit, if it does. EU just isn't clean enough for me, the structure. I don't want to take it. So this is what I'm looking for. This is the one that I'm actually got my order set, my limit order. Waiting for a pullback, then go higher. I was just debating whether to take EU, but I don't think I will. Kind of not got enough confluences there. Whereas GU looks a lot cleaner to me for my setup, so still waiting on this one. That's it. You can see it's trying to break higher. You got a triple top. 1, 2, 3. Just needs to pull back down, gather some liquidity, stop some people out, and then push higher, gather more orders. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. Wait and see. Does this high get broke or does it tap us in? Okay, it looks like this candle is retracing. Might tag us in. Just going to set the alert off. Can remove that. What happened with EU? So EU did bounce back from, where did we look? Okay, yeah, so these two candlesticks were like the confirmations that we would have took. Stock would have been below there. EU would have been tagged in if we took that, but we've not took that. GU is what we're looking for, hoping for this to come back down to this 71. Tag is in there. Still not tagged in on that one. Just waiting at the moment. Might come down in this next candle. We'll see. Looks like it will though. It's got some fucking venom on it, doesn't it? So we'll see. Yes, Jack, how's it going? All good. Market's playing games this morning, teasing us a little bit. Obviously we had pound CPI earlier, we've got dollar CPI, 1/2. So, GU's a bit all over the place. But I think we can get a trade here. Looks like a fucking price delivery algo is just pumping it. Up and down, up and down, up and down. So try getting on one of the downs, take it up. Waiting on that proper level though to get in. We had this on EU lined up, an entry light off of here, but just wasn't as clean as this. So hoping to get tagged in on GU instead. If not, see, yeah, it's just too messy on EU at the minute. Otherwise we would have been in from like this level. See what GU can do. Just ranging at the moment, innit? That's your highs. Grey that. And then these are your lows now. So we're just hoping for that to sweep. Bit of a Wyckoff, sweep it and go higher. That's what we're waiting on. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's just building liquidity in it. We have, let me show you on the 1 hour. Oh. We have like all this. Them highs, them highs, them highs, them highs. Oh, they've already been swept. I feel like it's probably going to try sweep these highs today. So that's kind of what we're playing on. We just need an entry to take it higher. No bites as of yet. This came close. No cigar. Yeah, I do think it's bullish. It's just about actually catching a sensible entry. Yeah, mate. Subs slowly rising. I think we're up like 20, 30 subs since I started doing the live streams. Just shows you're not fucking bullshitting it, basically. It shows you actually know what you're on about. Not like these fucking fake marketing traders. Just businessmen trying to make some commission, aren't they? End up blowing everyone's accounts in the meantime. But this kind of shows that you know what you're doing. So it's good. I think people want to see it. Might be a bit boring when you sat here for fucking 3 hours just on live, you know what I mean? Like, it's not really like you're playing a fucking video game or anything, is it? But it's you can clip it all. That EU buy would have been decent, I think. Not the cleanest, but it would have got in. Since it's been some time for here, I might remove my limit for now. Probably need a new confirmation when price comes down. Think about it. No, I'll keep it on. Got like an hour left of my trading range. The EU buy would have been good if I took that instead. That was like here. Coming for that, wasn't it? That would have been the EU position if we took that, but it just wasn't clean enough. If we only had one EMA support previously. These rejection candles were still really weak. GU was looking a lot better, but it's just too strong. It's not retracing down to what we need it. But yeah, that would have been a decent trade if we actually placed that. But you got to stick to your principles, haven't you? If it's not a high class setup, then you can just leave it for the next one. Can we be friends? I need an office. I don't know who the fuck you are. Chart Audit LLC. Come audit these charts. But yeah, that is just printing that range there, really, innit? And then that's your lower range. You just need that to fucking manipulate that, wipe it out and expand. If it breaks that high though, then we need to reanalyze where things are. What's that one done? Yeah. In hindsight, we should have just took EU even though it was messy. That would have gone stop loss to break even right now as well. That would be risk free at the minute. But this wasn't looking as clean as this, but this one was just too clean. It's not been pulling back to tap us in. This might be the one. Got another 50 minutes yet in that trading range. Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20. Exactly, mate. It's easy to say, oh, we should have took that one, like when it's looking like this, but you know what I mean. If it fucking looked like that, you'd be saying different, wouldn't you? Like, it's easy to say it now, but it just wasn't valid enough. Like, we only had this one EMA tap. Originally, I was looking for it on the 2 minute because we had the double support there, but you know that EMA broke through. And then we switched to look at it on the 5 minute, because yeah, wave structure is still valid here. And it was the 5 minute EMA being support. We had the confirmation candle, but because of that only being one support, not two supports, compared to GU, you know, hasn't even broke that EMA on the 2 minute yet. Like, this is a lot stronger. Yeah, exactly. This one's clean. Like, you've got the rejections beforehand, 3 times, 4 times, breaks above, uses it as support. GU's super clean, because you've had the pound CPI this morning. So this is just printing higher. We're just trying to catch our entry model from the 71 higher. Yeah, Momo's. We're not in this. This was just hypothetical. We were just pricing it up. We was looking at either getting in both, but I've realised that my fucking Alpha Capital account's a swing account, so I won't even actually have the fucking leverage to get in both. I've already got active EU positions on at the moment, so yeah, this isn't active. This is just like what we were looking to take, and we've decided to to wait for this one instead. Yeah, exactly, mate. Got rules for a reason. The rules are there. You just have to follow them. Sometimes you might have done better to deviate from them, but in the long run, by sticking to the rules, like, you're always going to win because you know the rules work. So that's what's got to be done. This one's still nice. We're just trying to get an entry. It's just too bullish. Otherwise, you're just going to enter into a shit setup. Yeah, swing accounts. Swing accounts is what I need for my actual swing setups anyway. The normal accounts you can't hold overnight, so you get more leverage, but like can't do anything but intraday trade on them. Even if you're day trading on like the 1 hour, you'd have to close all your open positions at the end of every day. So you kind of need a swing account unless you're trading on the fucking 5 minute like this. Coming back down now. I want to see them lows get swept from everyone that did rush and get in early. Would mean it wicks through the EMA now that we've came this far ahead. Might not do that. Let's wait for it. See. Price is coming down to our entry now. See if it taps. This is what we've been waiting for. Just need a little more. You can see it's on the level. Not tagged in just yet. There we go. Come on. Tapping. Now it's just spread. Yeah, now. Right, nice. That's tapped us in. We're in that. Away we go. Let's see. Is this a win or a loss? Now we wait. It's not wicked on the same candle, but I'm looking on the 2 minute, so it's not actually a real candle. 2 minute. Let's check on here. 1 minute. Are we going to crash and burn, or are we going to retrace? Push higher. I mean, this right now is good, this sort of sideways movement. That's what you want to see. Indecision, turning point. This is looking nice. Nice little bounce from the level that we were looking at. Who's in this then? Let me know. Who's entered? Market execute, nice. Very nice. We're up. Need to put my TPs in. So TP2 is there. Modify that. Bosh. TP3. This one. Modify that. Bosh. There we go. Right, we're in. 3 TPs. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Patience pays. Yeah, I think this will get. I think these. This high is just generated liquidity. Should get swept. We've got in on the little Wyckoff manipulation, that little sweep where you see you have the equal highs, equal lows, ranging, you have that manipulation sweep and then expansion afterwards. We stayed patient, we got in at the low, candle's looking nice. Just climbing. Just climbing. Okay. We will go stop loss to break even on where should we say those highs? Candle body highs. Yeah, I was going to say this high anyway, so we'll wait for that to get hit and then we'll go stop loss to break even. It's coming soon, isn't it? Let me get my break even level ready. It'll be on the 200 mark, I think. It is tempting to set the stop loss to break even, but rules are rules, aren't they? We've got our design levels for a reason. Price past my buy limit. Did you put your spreads on? Did you add your spreads? Because spreads are gonna really fucking matter there. Like that is a bang on entry. Do you know what I mean? So if you saw me put my position on, where this is 195, I've added the 5 tick spread onto my entry, and I've put it on the 222 rather than 195. So my spreads are on. If I didn't do that, yeah, I wouldn't have got entered either. 5 minutes closed. That's a nice bullish engulfing on the 5 minute. That's in our favour. Where do you see the spread? If you go on your MT4 or MT5, look on the quotes tab on the left, and that will tell you the spread per each pair. It'll vary broker to broker, account type to account type. Prop firms are usually, well, depends on the prop firm. I'm using an Alpha Capital Group raw account, so my spread is raw, but then I get charged a commission per lot size. Some accounts will charge you a higher spread, but not a commission at all. So it's sort of like a trade-off between that. Usually, higher account sizes are better with. Well, it depends on the broker. Like, it's not really a general case, to be honest. Right, stop loss to break even's hit. Bang. Stop loss to break even, just like that. Set stops to break even. Let's do that now. So my entry was this. So I'm going to change my stops. I'm selling out the market, so it needs to be same as that. 222. Right. Modify. Bang. Modify. Bang. Modify. Bang. So what we've just done there is we've taken our stop loss and we've put it to the same level that we entered at. So when it was there, it's now here. Okay. What that does is it means now our worst case scenario is that price just retraces back down here and we get out the market at nothing. No gain, no loss. So now we're in a position where we literally can't lose from this. So yeah, that's a good scenario to be in. It's proper risk management. So yeah, stop loss to break even. Now it's a risk-free trade. Now the only scenario is we either lose nothing, make money. You know, that's what you want. Okay. If your spreads say 7, no, that's 7 ticks. So if you look here, this is 45 ticks. Where it says ticks there, that's 45. So a 7 tick spread means that basically if you were gonna enter at this level and you've got a 7 tick spread, you want to add 7 onto this because this is in ticks. So instead of it being 195 with a 7 tick spread, it'd be 202 like that, and that would be an entry that you put in your 7 tick spread account. And the way they work is the numbers that you see on the y-axis, so on the price axis, these are all the sell prices. Okay, so you have a bid and an ask price, which basically is buy and sell. These are all the prices that the market is selling at. The prices that market is buying at is that price add the spread. So you can actually add it on here where you show bid and ask, show the line. So you see this add and bid and ask price there, that's the difference between the buy and the sell price. So if you've got an entry here like that, you're buying it, you need to put in the ask price, not the bid price. So this price that you see on this price axis is the bid price. So if you're buying into this, the reason I added my 5 tick spread on this account is because I'm getting in at the ask price because I'm buying. And then your stop loss level and your take profits, those are selling out of the market. So you've bought into the market. For you to close your position, you need to sell out of the market. So this stop loss and these take profits in a long position I'm selling out of the market, so I can just put those levels as they are into my account, because I'm now getting the bid price to sell out of them, so I don't need to apply my spread. So you only apply a spread once on a trade, and it's if you're longing into the market, it's applied on the entry. If you're in a short order, you actually execute at the bid price, so you don't need to add a spread on when you apply a short position. You then apply the spread on your exits, so on the stop loss and on the take profit. That's when you add your spread. TP1's just hit 2.36. We've just made $2,000. Very nice. And we've still got another $3,000 running. So, happy days. And that was, what did we just make? 2.36. 2.36 RR. See what happens here with the rest of this. So you see this this price action here now, that is from people's orders closing. So everyone that's got their take profits at these highs, like we've just had, I've just took 50% of my whole position out of this. So even though I'm long, I've just pumped some short orders back into the market there, as did everyone else who was long, who had take profits here. And everyone that was short on this move, if they had their stop losses above this level and they got triggered, then yeah, if they had a, what do you call them? Not a sell limit, a sell stop. If they had a sell stop above this level, they would have been, a buy stop. If they had a buy stop above, they're triggered. This is now like wiping them guys out. So yeah, whenever you hit a key level, you're gonna have like the reverse effect applied. So it's nothing to worry about. And likewise, the worst case that happens for us is the next 50% of the position is just hit at break even, and we just make $2,000, and that's it. So I can think of much worse scenarios. Can you set up automatic SL, or do you have to close it manually? TP1. So how I do it, if you saw when I entered, is I basically open 3 separate positions. So I've got 1 position, 2 position, and this was my 3rd position there when I've got 3 TPs. So I basically open 3 separate positions, and I just assign. So like when I've worked out my total lot size, which for this trade I think was like 43 lots, no, 39 lots. So instead of just opening one 39 lot position, what I've done is I've opened a 19.5 lot position for my TP1, which is 50%, and then I've opened 2 9.75 lot positions for my 25%, 25% rest of the position. So that's how I do it. Takes a little bit longer when you're actually placing them trades, because you've got to place 3 trades with different levels rather than that. But as you can see from this, like that TP1 was a fucking 1 minute wick. So the chances of you actually manually executing that on like within that time is very little, and it's just like I'd rather pay the extra price in time for how much longer it takes me to open those 3 positions, especially since they're limit orders, you know. Like, I got this on a limit order, so I didn't actually like spend a lot of time manually executing that, getting flustered. I was waiting on this long from like all the way back here at like 10 a.m. Like, I've been waiting on that for like a couple hours. So I'd rather spend that little bit longer opening my orders, and actually have my TPs automatically hit, like you saw here. So that's how you trade that perfectly. Like, my TP1 got hit perfectly on the button where I planned it, because I had it set up as its own position. Let me remove those bid and asks. Where is it? Bid and ask. Take that off. Makes sense to trade on funded. Yeah, at the moment I'm trading on a funded account. I thought it'd be cool to do like a little mini series passing one entirely live, which I'm doing at the moment. This one is up 12k secured, and equity wise it's up 14k. So I need to make 20k on this phase 1, so I've got another 6k, another 3% to make. There is an option with these where you can pay more and just have it as like 8%, but I'm just used to the old school of like make 10% then make 5% under like the time constraints as well, but they're a lot easier nowadays. I just try to keep it old school for the sake. Don't want this new generation of traders making me weak with their easier rules. What are we thinking about this one? Do you reckon we'll get stopped out, break even for the rest of the trade? We've got this 1 minute fair value gap that's just been mitigated. If price was retracing, it'd probably be that it was searching for. In terms of the fib level, we've retraced down to the 71 of this wave. So we've got Might want to refill that candle body. As far as entries go, we've got a pretty fucking good one, so you couldn't ask for like a better stop loss to break even level at this current wave. So my trading range actually cuts off at midday, an hour before New York opens. So that's kind of when I plan to live stream until. So if we hit 12, I'm just gonna cut off live rather than, you know, we could be waiting all day on this one. We've already cashed out TP1. Our stops are at break even, so there's no chance that we lose money here for now. Like, we've got everything to gain and nothing to lose at this point. So we can just cut the live if, you know, TP3's not been hit, and I'm sure you guys can still watch your own position playing out. But as a little summary, we stayed super fucking patient with this one. Super patient. Like, this was such a long wait to wait for this little thing to tap in. Like, up until this point, price was just pushing higher, printing lows, pushing higher, printing lows, never coming back to that 71 level. But we knew to stay patient. If it didn't come back to that 71 level, then it's not a good enough trade for us. We saw these engineered highs and these engineered lows, waited for this level to get liquidated in line with the 71. So where you see this low, you can see a lot of people that were early buyers, or they didn't wait for a proper pullback and they were buying in this price. The price delivery algorithms just swept them out if they had their stop below there. That got us in. We got in on their stops, and now we're pushing price higher. We've had our first take profit. So from this long to this close, that was like a perfect pinpoint entry TP. Literally couldn't get it any cleaner. Like, it's on the pip, not even like one tick either side. So that's fucking nice to see. So yeah, patience pays off. When you know your levels there and you know your entry model, you do just have to wait for it. It's easy to try like rush and get in the market, but that's emotion. You have to separate emotion from logic in trading. Even if it's fucking painful to just sit and wait price printing higher without you, that's an emotion, and that's kind of what the markets are playing on. This would have been the EU position, by the way, so I was right in saying let's not enter on EU. So we didn't take this, it wasn't clean enough. We wouldn't have hit TP1 and price would now be in, we would have hit our SL to BE and then just got stopped out at break even on that. So it was definitely the right call not to take that and to take GU instead, even though it was like really tempting to buy this and not buy this. In the end, you know, we definitely made the right call there. It's funny how we were saying like, oh, hindsight about should have took this one. but there was a reason we didn't take that, you know, and there's a reason we did take this one instead, and we made the right choice, and we're rewarded with money for doing so. So that's trading for you. But yeah, positions in, stops are at break even. We've already had TP1. Nothing else is really going to happen here for the next 13 minutes of my trading range, so I'm just going to close up shop here. Hope everyone's made money already. Hopefully this one hits the next TPs and doesn't stop us out at break even. But yeah, even if it does, we've made money, so can't complain. But yeah, if there's please drop the stream a like, the live stream. Please drop it a like if you do appreciate these. Let me know anything that I've covered that you want to see, like extra breakdowns and content of. I can do that, no problem. But yeah, hope everyone has a nice rest of the day, and I'll catch you next time.